Very good morning to one and all. My name is Aditi Ramdas Bari, a student of Deep Education Society, SAS Institute of Management. I am going to present a PPT on financial accounting. My topic name is working capital. Nature of working capital. Working capital management is concerned with the problems that arise in attempting to manage the current assets, the current liabilities, and the interaction that exists between them. Current assets refer to those assets which, in the ordinary courses of business, can be or will be converted into cash within 1 year without undergoing diminuting in value and without disputing the operations of the firm. Example: cash, marketable securities, account receivable, and inventories. Current liabilities are those liabilities which are intended at their inception to be paid the ordinary courses of business within a year out of the current assets or the earning of the concern. Examples: account payable, bills payable, bank overdraft, and outstanding expenses. Objective of working capital management. Goal of working capital management is to manage the firm current asset and liabilities in such a way that a satisfactory level of working capital is maintained. The interaction between current asset and current liability is therefore the main theme of the theory of the working capital management. Concept of definition and definition of working capital. There are two concepts of working capital: gross and net. Gross working capital means the total current assets, and net working capital can be defined to two ways: the difference between current asset and current liability to the portion of current asset which is financed with long-term funds. Determining fixing mix. There are two sources from which funds can be raised for current assets financing: short-term sources like current liability and long-term sources such as share capital, long-term borrowing, internally generated resources like retained earning, etc. Operating cycle and working capital needs. Working capital requirements of a firm depends to a great extent the operating cycle of the firm. The operating cycle may be defined as the time duration starting from the procurement of goods and raw materials and ending with the sales realization. The length and nature of the operating cycle may differ from the firm to another depending on the size and nature of the firm. The operating cycle of a firm consists of the time required for the completing of the chronological sequence of some or all of the following: procurement of raw materials and services, conversion of raw materials into work in progress, conversion of work in progress into finished goods, sales of finished goods, conversion of receivable into cash. Inventory conversion period. Average inventory upon cost of sale upon 365. Receivable conversion period. Account receivable upon annual credit sale on 365. Conversion cycle. Operating cycle minus payable value period. Payable deferral period. Account payable plus salary on cost of sale plus selling general and admin expense on 365. Determinants of working capital requirements. Nature of business. Functional cycle. Business cycle fluctuation. Production policy, credit policy, growth and expenses, profit level of taxes, dividend policy, depreciation policy, price level changes, operating efficiency. Working capital policy and management. Working capital management includes refers to the and policy required to manage the working capital. There are three types of working capital policy which a firm may adopt: moderated working capital policy, conservative working capital policy, aggressive working capital policy. This policy describes the relationship between the sales level and the level of current assets. Liquidity, various profitability, risk return trade-off. An important aspect of working capital policy is to maintain and provide sufficient liquidity to the firm. The decision on how much working capital be maintained involves a trade-off, that is, having a large net working capital may reduce the liquidity risk faced by the firm, but it can have a negative effect on the cash flow. Therefore, the net effect on the value of the firm should be used to determine the optional amount of working capital. Types of working capital needs. Working capital need to be into permanent working capital and temporary working capital. Permanent working capital. There is always minimum level of working capital which is continuously required by a firm in order to maintain its activity like cash, stock and other current assets in order to meet its business requirement irrespective of the level of operations. Temporary working capital. Over the above, the permanent working capital firm may also require additional working capital in order to meet requirements arising out of fluctuation in sale volume. This extra working capital needed to support the increased volume of sales is known as temporary. Thank you.